What makes life truly meaningful? How can we find lasting joy? These are questions almost everyone has pondered at some point. We all seek purpose, we all yearn for happiness. But where do we find these elusive goals? The quest for meaning and joy is universal. It transcends borders, cultures, and languages. It's a pursuit as old as humanity itself. And while the answers may vary, one thing is certain. Our emotional intelligence plays a vital role in this journey. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand, use, and manage our own emotions in positive ways, is a cornerstone of leading a satisfying life. Why, you may ask? Because it allows us to navigate the complexities of our minds, to engage with others effectively, and to confront the challenges life throws at us with resilience and grace. But how do we harness this power? How do we leverage our emotional intelligence to carve out a life filled with meaning and joy? The answer lies in 5 key steps. In the course of this video, we'll delve into these steps, each one a crucial milestone on the path to a fulfilling life. We'll explore the art of letting go of the past, the importance of living by our personal values, the need to overcome fear of failure, the power of making deliberate choices, and finally, the courage to resist societal pressures. These steps, while not always easy, offer a blueprint, a guide to navigating the tumultuous seas of life and finding our way to a safe and satisfying harbor. They are a call to self-awareness, a call to action, a call to become the architects of our own happiness. The journey to a satisfying life begins with understanding the power of emotional intelligence. So let's embark on this voyage of discovery together and see where it leads us. Ready? Let's dive in. Our first step in the journey is to let go of past baggage. This is easier said than done, isn't it? Our past experiences, whether they're good or bad, shape us and influence our present actions and decisions. However, sometimes we carry around the weight of past mistakes, regrets, and hurts, letting them cast shadows over our present lives. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack while trying to run a marathon. The weight slows you down, drains your energy, and makes the journey more strenuous than it needs to be. The same applies to our lives. When we hold on to past baggage, it becomes harder for us to move forward and reach our full potential. So how do we let go? The first step is forgiveness. It's about acknowledging the hurt, but choosing to let it go. This might involve forgiving others who've wronged us, or even forgiving ourselves for past mistakes. Remember, forgiveness isn't about forgetting or condoning the wrong. It's about freeing ourselves from the chains of resentment and bitterness. Next, we need to accept that the past cannot be changed. No amount of regret or guilt can alter what has already happened. What we can control, however, is how we choose to react and move forward. Instead of dwelling on the past, we can use our experiences as stepping stones towards growth and self-improvement. Lastly, it's important to shift our focus from the past to the present. Mindfulness can be a powerful tool in this process. It encourages us to live in the here and now, appreciating the beauty of the present moment rather than being consumed by past regrets or future anxieties. In essence, letting go isn't about erasing our past. It's about acknowledging it, learning from it, and then moving on. It's about making peace with our history so that it no longer holds power over our present or future. By releasing past baggage, we open the door to a future filled with potential and positivity. So take that first step today. Release the weight of the past and embrace the journey ahead with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Step 2 is about identifying and living by your personal values. Personal values are like an inner compass guiding our decisions and actions. They are the principles we hold dear and the standards we set for ourselves. They define who we are and what we stand for, and they play a pivotal role in shaping our lives. When we live in alignment with our personal values, we experience a sense of authenticity and integrity. We feel fulfilled because our actions and decisions reflect our true selves. Conversely, when we act in contradiction to our values, we may feel a sense of unease or dissatisfaction. This is because our actions are not congruent with our inner beliefs, leading to feelings of dissonance and discomfort. So how can we identify our personal values? It begins with introspection. Reflect on moments when you felt genuinely satisfied, proud, or fulfilled. What were you doing? Why did it make you feel that way? The answers to these questions can provide valuable insights into your values. Another technique involves imagining your ideal self. What qualities does this person possess? What principles do they live by? The attributes you admire in your ideal self are likely reflective of your personal values. Lastly, consider the people you respect and admire. What traits do they have that you appreciate? Often, the qualities we admire in others are those we value in ourselves. Remember, personal values are not one size fits all. They are deeply personal and unique to each individual. They can range from honesty and respect to creativity and independence. There's no right or wrong here. What matters is that they resonate with you. Living by our personal values may not always be easy. It requires courage and conviction, especially when our values go against societal norms or expectations. But it's a journey worth embarking upon. It's about leading a life of integrity, authenticity, and purpose. When we live in accordance with our values, we cultivate a life that is deeply satisfying and true to who we are. Step 3 revolves around overcoming the fear of failure. Imagine standing at the edge of a precipice, peering down at the chasm below. The fear of falling, of failing, can be paralyzing. Yet this fear, while it can keep us safe, also keeps us stagnant. It holds us back from taking leaps of faith, from daring to dream, and from reaching our full potential. The fear of failure is a powerful force that can shape our lives in profound ways. It can deter us from trying new things, stifle our creativity, and prevent us from pursuing our passions. It can trap us in a cycle of self-doubt and inaction, making us feel stuck, frustrated, and unfulfilled. But what if we could shift our perspective and see failure not as a terrifying pitfall, but as a stepping stone on the path to success? What if we could embrace failure, not as a final destination, but as part of the journey? Failure, you see, is an integral part of life. It's a teacher, a guide, a catalyst for growth. It's through failure that we learn, adapt, and build resilience. It's through failure that we discover our strengths, hone our skills, and develop grit. So, how do we overcome the fear of failure? First, we must acknowledge it. We must shine a light on our fears, bring them out of the shadows, and confront them head-on. We must understand that it's okay to fail, that it's okay to fall. Next, we must reframe our mindset. We must replace our fear of failure with a love for learning and growth. We must see each stumble, each misstep as an opportunity to learn, to improve, and to grow. Lastly, we must take action. We must step out of our comfort zones, take risks, and dare to fail. Because it's only when we dare to fail that we truly dare to live. By facing our fears, we step into our power and unlock our potential for success. The fourth step involves making deliberate choices. This is a powerful tool in designing the life you want to live. You see, every moment offers us an opportunity to make a choice. These choices, no matter how small they may seem, shape our experiences and ultimately our lives. Imagine your life as a canvas. Your choices are the brushstrokes that fill that canvas. Some strokes might be bold and decisive, others gentle and subtle, but each one contributes to the final picture. When we make choices deliberately, we actively participate in the creation of this artwork that is our life. But it's not merely about making choices, it's about making conscious choices. It involves recognizing that every decision is a chance to express our values and move closer to our goals. It's about choosing paths that align with who we are and what we believe in. This is how we can create a life that is personally meaningful and deeply satisfying. Active decision-making is not about controlling every aspect of our lives. It's about embracing our power to choose and using it wisely and purposefully. It liberates us from feeling helpless or stuck, and it opens up a world of possibilities. When we take charge of our decisions, we take charge of our lives. The final step is to resist societal pressures for perfection. Societal pressures can be like quicksand, pulling us deeper into the throes of inauthenticity and discontentment. It's a relentless pursuit of an elusive ideal, a perfect image that doesn't exist. The more we strive to conform to these expectations, the more we lose touch with who we truly are. Yet, there's a way out. It begins with authenticity, a commitment to embracing our true selves, flaws, and all. It's about acknowledging our uniqueness and celebrating our individuality. Instead of seeking validation from others, we learn to validate ourselves, to accept ourselves for who we are, not who society expects us to be. Resisting societal pressures isn't about defiance, but about self-acceptance and self-love. It's about setting boundaries, saying no when needed, and understanding that it's okay not to be perfect. It's about prioritizing our mental health over societal standards. So how can we resist these pressures? Firstly, by recognizing and challenging these societal expectations. Secondly, by cultivating self-awareness, understanding our values, strengths, and weaknesses. And finally, by practicing self-compassion, reminding ourselves that we are human and it's okay to make mistakes. By embracing our true selves, we find the joy and meaning we seek.